It's you again. Didn't expect you back so soon, but since you're here, I guess it's time for discipline Pat, discipline weightlifting. Today I'm taking you on a journey to that board right there, and we're going to discuss accessory movements for weightlifting. Let's do it. All right, hopefully everybody can see that. This is my big block of resistance movements for weightlifting. We're gonna start with gymnastics today, guys. So, why would I start with gymnastics? So gymnastics has three major benefits to weightlifting in my opinion. Okay, strong focus on the core. So building core strength. Who doesn't like to have a strong core? Okay, strong core is the foundation for any lift. If you're gonna pick something off the ground, if your abs aren't tight, your back's in trouble. Okay, you gotta lock the abs in, you gotta lock the lower back in, you gotta basically be ready to rock and roll. If you're not, you're going to Snap City. And all know Snap City ends in this position, and being hunched over for days, and being injured. Okay, we don't want that. That strong core is going to be the foundation upon which you build your lifts. Okay, if your core is not strong, your lifts will never be as good as they could be. Okay. The second part of gymnastics I like is tendon and ligament health. So what do I mean by that? It means that when I'm snatching, there's a lot of stress on my elbow, shoulder, knee, hip, ankle, pretty much every tendon, joint, ligament you have. Okay. When we do in gymnastics, those static holds, whether it be like an iron cross, top of the parallel bars, top of the rings, top of a pull-up, bottom of a pull-up, all those positions that we're just holding statically are going to help you build strength. Okay. That strength is going to be in your tendons and ligaments. And those are really important for a long-term weightlifting career. If you're struggling with tendonitis or tendinosis right now, you could be looking at like a 3-month layoff. And think about all the work you've done in the last 3 months to get to where you are now. Think about all that time you not even take off in order to get back even to where you were before you had tendonitis. Okay? You want to be able to train healthy and stay healthy throughout your entire weightlifting career. So strong tendons and strong ligaments are going to help with that. Finally, bodyweight mastery. So, think about this. Your long-term goal in weightlifting is to clean and jerk double bodyweight. That's my long-term goal, double bodyweight clean and jerk. If I can't do a pull-up, if I can't do a dip, if I can't do a handstand push-up, what are the odds I'm going to be able to throw around double bodyweight? Even the strongest, biggest weightlifters, you'll see crazy videos of Klokov who weighs like 250 doing deficit handstand push-ups. I think he told me his best was like 18 reps in the first set, and then like 12 and 13 in the second sets. Like, that's crazy. Like, his mastery of his body directly translates to mastery of the lifts. He's able to put himself in positions while he's lifting because he has so much kinesthetic awareness from doing so much gymnastic style training. And even like that core stuff we talked about before. So doing planks, doing hollows, doing leg lifts, all that stuff's directly going to strengthen your core, but it's also going to develop that kinesthetic awareness. Being able to move your body in space and time and knowing where you are is super important for weightlifting. Keep that in mind. Next, bodybuilding. So why do we do bodybuilding? Because we love the gains, right? Gains. So bodybuilding equals bigger muscles. Bigger muscles with more force production. Makes sense, right? So my muscles are a certain size right now. If I get as strong as I can without getting my muscles any bigger, eventually I'm going to hit a limit. And at that point, I'm going to have to make a decision. Am I happy with the limit I'm at right now? Or do I want to get stronger? Do I want to produce more force? And if I want to do that, bodybuilding is a great way to get bigger muscles. Hypertrophy, 10 to 12 rep range, using heavy weight to get stronger and bigger. And the bigger my muscle is, the more force I can then produce. It makes sense, right? Bigger muscles, more force production. And finally, hitting weak body parts. So, if I have a weakness in my hamstrings, and I'm always cleaning, snatching, squatting, even doing jerks, stuff like that, just using my quads. So say I'm barely using my hamstrings at all. Yeah, my quads probably have very good development, but now I have a weakness in my chain, okay? My kinetic chain is not as strong as it could be because my hamstrings aren't as strong as they could be relative to my quad. So I'm looking at potential knee injuries because of that. I'm looking at potential hip injuries, even ankle injuries, just because my hamstrings aren't as strong as they could be relative to my quad. And because if my quads are overpowering everything, stuff starts to go wrong in all the joints. So what do I do to address that? Stiff leg deadlifts, hamstring curls. We have a bench here that has a hamstring curl attached to it. All these kind of accessory movements that are gonna build those hamstrings are gonna help your lifts increase. So if I want that double bodyweight clean and jerk, like I do, I'm gonna need my hamstrings and quads to be pretty much equally as strong. So like they're pulling on my knee at the correct tension so they're not getting injured in my kneecap. Got it? And that can be applied to anything. It can be applied to your shoulder if you're very anterior developed, so if you're developed to run a lot of the front shoulder and not a lot of develop the back shoulder. How are you gonna catch a clean in this shitty rack position right here? Ask me, because I know. I have the shitty rack position too. So I'm working a lot of building the back of my shoulders and the upper back to really open me up and get me strong in those positions. So you gotta keep these in mind when you're weightlifting, that just doing snatch, just doing clean, just doing pulls and squats is not gonna build a complete weightlifting. I mean, there's the Bulgarian style everyone seems to know about, everyone loves to just do the lifts. But if you aren't a genetic freak and you have weaknesses, which a lot of us do, doing accessory movements is the best way to address those weaknesses. And these are two of my favorite ways to do accessory movements: gymnastics and bodybuilding. So this has been Discipline Paths, Discipline Lifting. I got another set of curls to do, so I'll see you next time.